Honestly, it doesn't matter if you're skilled. It doesn't matter if you're talented. It doesn't matter if you're good at something. It doesn't matter if you're smart. It doesn't matter if you're passionate. It doesn't matter if you're creative. It doesn't matter if you're nice. The only thing that matters is whether or not you are loud. Yes. Are you loud or are you quiet? Because the only people who win at anything are the people who are loud. People who promote themselves shamelessly, people who sell, people who get on a camera and start talking without needing permission, people who post on X about their opinions, people who are annoying assholes. They succeed because they are not like all these people who sit there thinking all day and don't do anything. I used to be that guy who just sit there thinking and not take action. And that is the problem, right? And speaking, it is an action, especially if it's to somebody for a purpose. If you're speaking to a camera, if you're speaking to somebody you'd like to get to know, speaking to somebody who you want to network with, somebody you want to date, whatever, that's action. And loud people, people who talk themselves up, people who talk all the time, people who jump in conversations, people who spread their jokes, people who spread their worldview, people who talk to a camera, people who aren't afraid of judgment and just share their opinions. These people get ahead while everybody else stays behind. Like, everybody has an opinion, right? But why are there channels that get millions of views just talking about politics and their opinions on it? Like Ben Shapiro or whoever. Why are there people who have so many views on political opinions? Everybody has them. Anybody can talk about it. Well, those people were the loudest. They were the most talkative people about their political views. They never stopped discussing it, and they got on camera, they got on events, they got on podiums, they just kept talking politics, and they got to the top. Now, there might have been more to it. Maybe they wrote books, maybe they had some sort of special thing they did to get there, but hey, they did it. But yeah, everybody talks politics. I'll hear random people debating it on the sidewalk. I'll hear people at a restaurant debating politics, debating Trump, whatever, tariffs. Everybody has an opinion on it, but the loudest people, not even the people with the best, smartest, most intelligent views, are the ones who get noticed, are the ones who get attention. Everything points to this truth. The loudest people win. Now, does that mean you need to shout? Does that mean that you need to go down the street screaming? No, but it means that you need to start talking all the time. You have a mouth. You have a voice. You have the ability to share. You need to use it. You don't need to have the perfect string of words come out every single second. You need to just talk. You need to just make content. Like, if you're recording yourself and you're speaking into a mic, you're ahead of 90% of people, 95% of people even, because most people are just sitting there consuming other people who decided to turn their mic on, like me. They're watching me instead of you, because you aren't out there posting. That's the difference, right? That's the only real difference between content creators and consumers. Like, content creators may be really good, really skilled at what they do, but why is that? Because they posted in the first place, because they took action. So consumers are stuck consuming. They're stuck. It's in the name, right? They're stuck just watching TikTok all day, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. And because they aren't consuming usually anything worthwhile at all, and they aren't creating, they stay exactly where they are in life. And yeah, some of these people, they may be extroverts in their social circle. They may be the youth pastor at their church, but nobody knows them still. Like, nobody outside that small sphere knows them. Nobody outside their family, their friends knows them. That's because they aren't online. So you also need to be loud in the right spaces. So when you make content, when you share your views on whatever topic, like I talk about Roblox development all the time on Smarty RBX, my channel with over 130,000 subscribers, where I show people how to build careers on the Roblox platform. That channel, I share my views about Roblox development. I share the way to think about development. I share things that other people don't share, and therefore I stand out. I grow. I get views. Now, I started that 4 years ago, and I found my groove, and I'm in it, and I'm just riding that lane till the end, not stopping it, even though I have the second channel. But anybody could do what I did. Like, anybody could do what I did in that they could post about Roblox development. Anybody could post about a topic they're into. Not everybody could do it exactly like me, right? I have a very unique, polished approach that I've made over years. But Anybody can make content. But most people don't believe in their ability to do it. So they just don't. They just stay scrolling. They stay passive. And therefore they stay invisible. And it really is the loudest people. And it isn't even fair. I don't think this is fair. But the world isn't fair. It's just, are you on a camera shouting into the mic? Are you there? Okay, cool. You have bought yourself a chance to stardom. You've bought yourself a chance to blow up in the algorithm, right? Every video is a shot fired. Every video is another dart thrown at the board. But most people aren't even throwing any shots in the first place. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's the quote. That's most people. They aren't taking any shots. So no wonder, right? If you are quiet, if you're shy, if you aren't talking, if you aren't out here speaking about something or doing something important, you're irrelevant. And there's no purpose in staying in that shell. It protects you, from rejection. But look, rejection is amazing because when you get rejected in any area of life, you become stronger and you also are getting attention, right? Attention's the currency. You got attention. They got angry. So be it. That's their problem. That's the mindset, right? For me, when I see people outraged in my comments, writing books, not just essays, literal books in my comments, like, I'm so angry at you, I'm going to try to nitpick every last point I hate in your video and take you down with my essay. It's totally not going to boost your video and make your channel just grow rather than actually taking it down. Totally not. All these people, they may be angry. They may be rejecting me, trying to, but they're in my comment section. So who's winning? You have to be loud in the right spaces. So these people are trying to be loud, but look, hey, anybody who's hating, ironically, they'd be better off making videos. Like, start a hate channel. Don't make a hate comment. What kind of idiot makes a hate comment? Honestly, a hate comment is a waste of your breath. Or really, it's a waste of your fingers typing on the keyboard. Because a hate comment is stuck in their comment section, boosting their video. At least if you make a hate video, right? Like, if my haters made hate videos, which I've only seen one real hate video from some dude with like 200 views trying to trash Smarty RBX. At least then it's on your turf somewhat. Like, you're talking about me, so you are giving me free attention and free marketing, but at least you're getting some views from it. Then I can at least say you're a little bit smart. You're still an idiot, but you're a little bit intelligent. Just a tiny. But that's the power of content creation, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter if you get judged, if you get hated on, if you get people saying that you're a horrible person. It's going to happen if you're actually out there. If you're loud, as you should be, right? If you aren't getting rejection, then you have a problem. You aren't doing enough. If you aren't being called an asshole, if you aren't being insulted constantly, you aren't doing enough. So become louder. Turn the damn volume knob up and fuck their opinions. Actually embrace them, because their opinions being thrown at you are just going to boost the loudness of your own voice for you. You're going to get free marketers. That's all that haters are at the end of the day. And any shy person or person who thinks they're shy, any person who thinks they're shy that wakes up to that and truly acts on it is going to completely change who they are. They are going to completely change. They're going to go from 0 to hero. And you better watch out, because a lot of those people who are quiet right now, even the consumers, some of them, they're smart. They just aren't showing it. And the second they start showing it, the second they make their voice heard, Hatebreed, I Will Be Heard, good song. The second they get on the mic, it's the second everyone's cooked. Everyone is cooked. There's some killers out there. Some people who are going to be taking over content creation, taking over entire fields once they figure this out. So watch out for those people. Subscribe now to Remy Mindset. Follow me on Instagram right now to get truth bombs like this every single day in a bite-sized format. And I'll see you next video. Peace.